Now, if you talk to any manufacturing leader, he or she would have loved to automate a lot of things for obvious reasons, for quality, reliability, throughput, and so on, right? Now the question comes as, why is it, despite a strong need for and willingness to automate from a leadership perspective, why is it that so many stations are not being automated? Right. Now, if you go into the details of this, you quickly realize that the problems are two-pronged. One is the technical limitations of existing automation solutions to actually handle tasks that are done at assembly and manufacturing stations. I mean, I'll give you an example. If you probably stand before an automotive assembly line or an electronics assembly line, you will see people picking up parts from totes on, or maybe parts that are coming on a conveyor line, placing them before themselves, reaching out to different tools, reaching out to different cables, connectors, bearings, and small metal parts, plastic parts, etc. Pick them from so unorganized locations, and then actually nicely go on to another location, insert it, press fit it, arrange it, turn it, and do some similar operations and put it back in a tote or a conveyor line, and it goes to the next station. Right now, this sounds, from a manual operation standpoint, it's probably intuitive and easy. But if you think of automating this, right now, think of putting a traditional robot, which is a pick and place robot, which can pick from a particular fixed location and place it in a particular fixed location. You'll immediately run into problems like, okay, I mean, my input is very unorganized, right? My incoming parts are haphazard. A human can easily pick them up, but for a robot, you need to organize them very well, but they're not organized. Second, we're doing so many operations that involve touch feedback, force feedback. Actually, the snap fit, press fit is an operation where you use a combination of vision, touch, and force to very nicely do it. But robots today don't have those capabilities, right? Now, because of all of these things, what happens is you'll realize that, okay, I cannot automate these tasks as is they are. So let me figure out a way to ease things up for robots, and you start building these custom jigs and fixtures. You build these precise metal jigs fixtures, which will allow which will allow things to be arranged in a very, very deterministic fashion, and then robots can work on it. Now there is a problem there. The problem is that, first thing, building these custom things takes a lot of time, right? Time, iterations to perfect them, and so on. Now, in today's world, the number of products, the changes in products is happening much faster than it was a long time ago. For example, just to give you an example, for example, Tata Nexon, right? There are more than 100 variants of Nexon in the market today. Compared to 15 years ago, a Tata Manza would have had probably 4 variants when it was launched. Now, this is because consumer preferences are changing. Everyone wants a bit of a personalization in what they buy and so on. For whatever reasons, manufacturers are ending up giving a lot more variants. The SKUs that are being manufactured on a line or assembled on a line are changing much faster. Now, come back to the automation problem. If you build customized jigs, fixtures, a whole lot of customized automation solution, and the product itself undergoes a change in 6 months from now, or maybe 1 year from now, you'll have to repeat the whole effort. There is no question of ROI, right? So, net, the summary is that what's happening here is a lot of stations are remaining unautomated because, one, either you cannot technically solve the problems of force feedback, touch feedback, and working with unorganized solutions, or two, you build a highly customized solution which is not general purpose enough to adapt to future and does not give you the ROI. And this is precisely the problem that we have set out to solve. Can we build solutions, automation solutions that are intelligent, dexterous like humans are, and general purpose and flexible so that they can be adapted to different kinds of tasks and are affordable to customers?